Could you use a quick tip daily? How about a tip that can impact your day? My name is Raphael. Join me as I bring you tips by experts around the world. These experts have shared their knowledge and wisdom with me and will directly share them with you. Make sure to subscribe, like, follow, and comment, and I would love for you to become part of the New Tip Daily community. Good morning. Happy Thursday. We're getting to that time where we're getting to the end of the year. Today, I want to talk to you about fate. Fate. What does that mean to you? Let me explain what it means to me. Sometimes people say fate is out of your hands. What's going to happen is going to happen. But it doesn't have to be that. Fate usually is based on the actions we've taken and we put in place certain things. So how can we change our fate? What can we do different? Well, let's focus on what we do on a daily basis. What is it that we do that changes our fate? If you're overweight, you can't blame anything else except for the habits that got you there. What that means is you need to start to change your habits. Change your habits. And changing your habits, it's not easy, my friends. No, it's not an easy thing to do. So consider every action you take or don't take. I was just talking to a mother of a few children, and she felt at first that her children were destined for something, and they're young. And I said to her, how can you ensure that? And she said, well, my dad and my grandfather. And I said, no. How can you ensure that their fate is aligned with what you want them to have? What if they take different actions? So their fate is not sealed. It is changeable, just like yours is. I had a client earlier today, and he was telling me about his father, his grandfather, his uncles, everybody. They celebrated 100-year-olds, and his daughter was there too, and she said, wow, some of them don't even remember how old they were because they're in their hundreds. I said, wow, that's beautiful. But he was talking about how he, at 65, wants to make it that long. And I said, it's in your hands. Oh, I don't know if I can do it. So, well, look, your relatives live to be long, to have a long life. And he goes, yeah, I don't know what they did. I have no idea. So one of the problems that we have today, and that could be another whole show, is that we are not eating the same food that they ate. We're not. They were telling me about someone in their family celebrated 102 second birthday. I was going to say 102, but it's 102nd birthday recently. I said, that's incredible. I said, yeah,
I want to be like them. They're still moving, they're doing things. I said, that's beautiful. I said, but remember, our choices will determine our fate. The food we're eating today is not the same. There's so many chemicals in the food. There's so many plastics in our food. Look at all the recalls we've had just this year, 2024. And if you're listening to this in 10 years from now, and you come across this episode and you go, "Wow, are we still there or did we make a difference? Are we still eating that way or maybe did it get worse? Or did we finally decide that we are not going to stand for the type of food that we're eating anymore and we made choices to make those people who bring the food to our markets those people who bring the foods to our markets to consider their own lives. Because if they bring those foods to the markets and those foods are not bad for us, guess what they're going to be eating? They are. They're going to be eating the same nonsense that they're providing to us. Maybe if they know what goes in it, they may refrain from that particular food, but they're going to go eat something else that they don't know what people put in it. So natural is the way to go. If you want to change your health, if you want to change your longevity, how you see yourself today matters. But what matters more is what you see yourself like in 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now. And for people who are in their 60s, go, oh, I can't even think that far. I won't be here. You just said it. I won't be here. Why? Is it, well, listen, I knew a gentleman. I don't even know if he's alive. But his grandfather died at 49. His father died at like 48. His uncles died at that age. And so he believed that his destiny was to live no more than 50 years. When he turned 45, he became a nomad. He was in a great relationship, but because he believed that his life was going to end, he broke up with his fiance. Something triggered him. Something that he believed his fate was going to be, he will be dead in 5 years or less. Some people in his family died at 48. All the men in the family died young. The women, not so much. 60s, 70s. So he believed, and he totally stopped taking care of himself. I mean, totally stopped taking care of himself. Ate whatever, didn't care. And when I said something to him, he goes, what does it matter? I'm going to die anyway. I said, yeah, but you're going to have complications along the way. Wouldn't you rather, if you're going to die feeling good? He's like, that's nonsense. So what he did is he was pretty well off. He got rid of everything. He sold his properties. And he bought himself a nice van. And he decided he dumped all his friends and just drove wherever his desires took him. And that was probably a great adventure. But if he kept living that way, eating fast food and whatever on earth, piqued his interest at the time instead of looking at the labels and seeing what mattered. He sealed his fate instead of changing his fate. So we can take the actions, my friends, to seal our fate. If somebody tells you you're a loser and you believe that you're a loser and you constantly believe that, guess what you are? But if somebody calls you a loser, no matter how many times they call you a loser, but you believe that you're a winner, guess what you are? You, my friend, are a winner. And winners never lose, and quitters never win. Don't get me wrong. Winners may not succeed at every little thing. So some people may say, see, I told you you're a loser. That was one instance. There's many other instances that we can come from. So you're not a loser just because you lost a few times or even many times. As long as you keep taking actions to fulfill your winning attitude. Change your fate by the actions you take. Don't allow yourself to lose. What if your fate is to be rich, knowledgeable, with everybody around you, loved ones, but you take it for granted? Oof. You take it for granted. How will you live then? I say don't take anything for granted. Take the actions that will ensure the lifestyle you want. Every day you have a choice, my friends. Go ahead and take it. Thank you for joining me. By the way, in case you don't see me tomorrow, tomorrow is going to be the last show of the year. I'm taking 2 weeks to be with family and loved ones and share joy and happiness and actually build. I'm opening up my wood shop. I'm going to build a couple of things. I've had a few requests from family. And they say, can you do this? Absolutely. I'm not getting paid to build anything. But that's not true either. I'm getting paid here in my heart because when I present it to them, they're going to be happy about it. I'm building something for myself. I'm building what's going to come next. So I am taking 2 weeks. It's not because I'm going to sit and have pina coladas, which sound pretty good. I will enjoy, but I am also going to be focused on making sure that 2025 is a fruitful year. And therefore, I will not let the fate dictate what's gonna happen. I'm gonna change my fate by taking the actions, planning, doing, producing. So join me tomorrow as we recap as to how incredible this year has been and all the incredible guests I've had on the show. Thank you so much for joining me today. God bless, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a great one. And by the way, in a couple of minutes, 15 minutes actually, I'm going to have an incredible guest on here with me, Sophie Solman, and we're going to talk about her. Hope you join me. I'll see you then.